moments to come in. It is Black Spring on your Sunday night, March 19th, 2023. And I'm going to speak I'm going to try to speak simply and very candid on this particular stream. I want to tell you about what I want to get into this week, but I also kind of want to frame it up before I start. But I also want to tell you that we're probably going to discover some interesting things this week. Because as I've said before, we've kind of got, I'll start now. This week is going to be front loaded with, I think, all kinds of acts, and shows, and illusions, and some paradoxes. It's going to be loaded. It's going to be fully loaded. A lot of people are talking banks. Front loaded with bank runs. I don't know. Are we talking handcuffs? What are we talking? We've had so many previews. The entire weekend was loaded. I think it was probably front and back loaded on the weekend. But let me tell you what I want to preview this week. Yes, I saw that. I meant to bring it up. Like I said, there's just so many things I could get into. Yeah, but that's one definitely AZ on a UBS. So vous êtes Suisse. So yeah, a lot of people are talking banks, especially for tomorrow. Okay, I'm not sure what time the market's open, but I made this reference last night, and I'm going to tell you this week, I'm going to be talking a lot about, I want to talk about smart cities is what I want to deal with this week. I really want to, and I kind of want to allude to it a little bit right now, but it kind of makes me think about the particular reference that I made last night. When I look at it, I'm going to try to talk. I speak to you very candidly and very simply. This is, we grow up, we watch, we've watched, movies, and we've seen different things. But I'm going to tell you guys, from what I can see, these smart cities, I'm telling you, I believe that this could turn into. Okay, I don't want to spill everything so far. No, none for me. None for me for my coffee. But thank you, AZ. But I'm telling you, I'm going to get into these smart cities this week, and I'm going to get into them. I'm going to try to do as many angles as I can. That's what I'm going to try to do. For example, when I look at these cities, they look fake to me. Okay? This is not your Candyland. It's not your board game. It's not your Monopoly City. These are like elite playgrounds, or what I'm seeing. To me, goes with the God complex. Okay? This is the situation in which you have people who are trying to design your entire existence and your entire coexistence with the elements. Okay, land, water, sea, you name it, or the lack thereof. Okay, and who knows? I'm telling you, this thing could get the more I think about it, it spins. You could spin it. You could start spinning out of control. Like, say for instance, you've got the WEF. They've got their they've been planning these cities, okay? Um, of course, they've been planning these cities, and of course you've got Gates planning a city and a place in a desolate place. Now it's gotta make you be think you've got to be a little bit think this is peculiar that someone would choose the desert. Okay, if they're concerned, it's like to me, is it going to be a guinea pig testing ground for its population? Okay, are you going to be the lab rats? Send a mouse to college in the desert. Okay, so if you take people out into the middle of nowhere, uh, where it's desolate and there and the water is a problem. But then you've talked about the effects of CC. So what could go wrong there, right? Whether whether there's geologically, manipulation or whatever, what could go wrong in a city that's crafted by that's Gates and these other and the most it just seems that most of these cities are being structured, they're planned by elite, by people with amassed wealth from being CEOs or corporation. They're tycoons. Okay, you're in the model, like I was talking about yesterday when I made the reference to Beetlejuice. There's a lot the more I think about that movie, you know it's so funny how that particular movie they were able to blur the lines between reality and they were able to blur the lines between reality and, dare I say, the supernatural or whatever. It's like they were constantly going between two worlds, is almost like what I want to say. They were between the living and then the controversial life after death. But the model, you know, was whatever the Dietz father wanted it to be. So, kind of like, he was, you know, Charles Dietz was the Bill Gates in that situation. He wanted to buy the whole damn town in the movie Beetlejuice. And, basically they're going to remold things in their own image. Okay, so that's why I made this Beetlejuice reference. I'm just telling you, at some point, Alec Baldwin, they were clicking their heels and they're doing all these things, and they'd say his name 3 times. They'd say Beetlejuice 3 times, and the next thing they knew, they were in the model. And he'd say, "You know what?" After he said it to the wife, "I think we're in the model. I'm telling you." And I've been saying this for months. We're in the model. The model is being constructed all around us. They have, and I'm trying not to say, I'm trying not to get into it full circle right now because I know what I want to, I know what we're going to want to do on screen from a studio perspective. But I'm just saying, you're in the model, okay? The model is being built up around you. But I'm telling you, it's almost like this is going to be a testing ground for every problem that they've created. For every problem that's been created, you will be you will supply, you'll be a part of they're going to be the solution and the problem, but you're going to be in the model. You're going to be in the model as you're in the model right now. We're in the model right now. Whether it's built around us or whether we've been in it. We've been sitting in it, or we've visited the model. We've already been in it. So what I'm saying is this it's kind of like a for people to stand for this stuff and the people volunteer. We're talking about participatory obedience. That's going to happen, but it's almost like Jim Jones. Jim Jones had the first not so smart city. Okay? This is looking like a cult city. A cult city where you will be where things will be tested. You will be tested. You will be tested in these cities. That's what I will tell. That's what I will say. So, that's kind of where I wanted to go with this. You know, sheep. I think Gates thinks he's some kind of shepherd, but some people are going to follow him. And see, you've got people, oh, he's a farmer. He's a farmer now. Oh, how cute. Oh. I'm telling you, it's twisted. But you got a lot of people that are going to follow this shepherd, this dark shepherd. And whatever they're serving there will be the only option that you have. Because it just, I'm telling you, it's like Jim Jones. These are the JJ cities. It's going to have it's because a lot of people are going to go for it. I mean, but at the same time, I don't know if it's going to be. I don't think it's going to quite be volunteer. It's not going to be just something voluntarily. They've already pre-selected some of them, and I'm talking too much already. But there's some people. There's some places already have volunteers. Let me just hang on just a second here. AZ. He says, we're all flying blind. Rumors are flying. Planning, yes. But what is their experience? Perhaps a lot of time playing Sim City. Realistically, if they crash the economy, you're not going to be able to build much of anything. Well, yeah. Fair point. Fair point. But that also, there's another liner I want to get into. I want to get into more into the CBDCs as well. There's some projection on that. How accurate it is, we have to just keep watching and seeing what comes out. But I'm telling you, if you plug yourself in, Circuit City, welcome to Circuit City, where service is state of the art. You guys remember that commercial? Well, I'm telling you, that's what that's kind of what the model looks like to me. But yeah, I don't, they've got their own pillars of whatever that you're going to live by. Okay. And you're also going to be able to compare other cities. I'm telling you guys, I have, this is what they say. This is an interesting time to be alive. It really is. But I do believe that it's going to be, they're going to have all the data that they need to do what they want to do. Is it one way in? Is it a Roach Motel? One way in and one way out. That's what is a Roach Motel? Somewhere between a Jim Jones city and a Roach Motel. And I can see it going very wrong. I can see somebody disagreeing. I'm thinking they're going to just bail the heck on out of there, bolt. And it'll be like the walls will be coming up around them or something. It's just like, was it The Running Man? Or I'm telling you, to me, it's actually quite frightening. The possibilities, I think. So I really appreciate you guys for entertaining all of my metaphors and from the Roach Motel to the in the model from the Beetlejuice. What was the town called? I'm telling you, like these smart cities. I want to get into it this week because I'm telling you, this stuff looks like something out of a. It looks like somebody's trying to create a paradise. It's got all the. It's all sugary and sweet. But you have to be able to. You got to be able to live. What happens when things are not green in the desert? When you'd rather be anywhere than in that smart city. What happens? So there you go. Easy, you're right. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. So like I said, that's what I want to kind of deal with. I want to go. I've been curious about these cities for a while, and I've been asking you guys, tell me the difference. Tell me the difference between a smart city, a freedom city, and a 15-minute city. Is it the hand? Is it the hand? Is it the designer that's the difference? Yeah, yeah, let me know what you think for sure. I'm curious to know. But I'm telling you from what I've seen, it's like these Candyland looking places. And yeah. Yeah, we're gonna see. But we've got some cities that have volunteered. Okay. And then yeah, I don't even know what like they've got these pillars of whatever. AZ says, I think the common theme is they want you on foot residing in a small area. Yeah, I'm just wondering, like the development. Um, I've seen schools and all this kind of a bit. My gosh, and dare I say, what's happening in the healthcare part of this? Like, can you imagine? They're gonna be able to give you whatever they want. They're gonna be able. I'm telling you, they're gonna be able to give you whatever they want, and you may not even know it. Yeah, like I'm sure. And what if the people aren't behaving in the city? What are they going to do then? Is it going to be a fine? Is it going to be one less sandwich, or you know, only a half of a mealworm for you? I'm just saying. You gotta think. You guys are thinkers. I know you are, and I know you're curious about all of this because I am. I'm absolutely intrigued. But I'm telling you, it could be like, yeah, I don't know. How long can a man-made paradise last? How? How? When it's in the hands of people that don't really have it joy or peace. How can it be? And AZ says parts of Los Angeles are built that way. Everything you could possibly. Yeah, well, you're right. And he says what they want is for you not to be able to run away. Yep, because the elements will destroy you. I mean, wow. I'm telling you, guys, it's just, woof. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. And probably if you probably not even gonna be able to contact people outside. See, contacting people outside of the city is my other question. Are you gonna be able to contact people via telecommunication? And if you say anything that's not, if you're not transparent with your conversation, and you say something that's against the narrative in there, what are they gonna do to you? Are you gonna be able to tell anybody outside of there? Oh wow, I'm just saying, like you're sick in a cell. It's gonna be something. Well, I appreciate that, AZ, and I'll be looking for it. Let's see. And of course, I'm at Black Spring with Autumn at Gmail. Black Spring with Autumn at Gmail. But I'm gonna be signing off because I just wanted to tell you, like, I'm really curious. I'm gonna be looking for some information, some things to kind of narrow it down. To kind of get some, yeah. But yeah, you better believe it. They've got their own. They've had a think tank for a long time. So let me know what you guys are thinking in the comment section. And I will, let's see. I will, AZ. I will. Because I probably won't be able to get it right now because it'll pull me off of this thing and throw me out. I wish they had a feature that didn't do that, but they don't. So what I can try to do is try to go ahead and highlight it.
If you are a budget grocery shopper, if you're a grocery hacker, or if you're just looking to save money on several areas of your life, this app is for you. So this is the app. It's called Shopmium. You open it and you can scroll through any of the offers. I usually do this like right before I go shopping. You can go through the categories if you want.
Okay, sorry, a little commercial came on in the background there. Okay, but I am going to sign off and I will check that out for sure. But yeah, we'll get into that for sure, without a doubt. All right, guys, have a great start to your Monday, and we'll talk soon. Bye bye.